I guess I should talk even though nobody's here yet. That way, if somebody watches it later, there's not just this awkward silence. So, good evening to everybody that's not here yet. Progress is moving along rather nicely on the custom tractors shelves. So, anyway, I thought today would be a good day to start organizing some of this. So, you've seen some of the unboxing videos, and of course, I've got quite a bit of it unpacked already. You can see kind of off to the left there, we've still got quite a bit of construction going on here, but we're getting really close to done. So anyway, so far, let's just show you what's on here so far, because I literally just got started and I thought, well, let's do this live. What the heck? So what's up, guys? How are you all doing tonight? So hope everybody's well. So there's a CD model Steiger kit I put together. That looks pretty cool. Tiger. Whoops. Camera's on that side, huh? So we're obviously starting with Steigers. Some of these are just bone stock. There's an old school one. You don't see those too much anymore. I mean, they're not really particularly rare, but you just don't see them much anymore. But anyway, so I'll get this organized. Yeah, there we go. And I'll start. So I was unboxing down here on the other set of shelves. And then I thought I would come over here to actually organize on this set. So, anyway. Love my Steigers. Stingers. I assume we meant Steigers. Good old autocorrect, huh? Bad sunburn. Oh, that's not good. Do I have a Case 9190? Not yet, but I'm building some. Literally right now, actually. Oh, did I leave that box in the car? No, we brought it in. It's upstairs. You need it? Nah. Anyway, if you guys saw my Instagram post from yesterday, I'm actually working on some 9190s right now. So, you gave in and bought the Terex. That's how it goes, Kyle. That's how it starts. So I'm going to go down here and grab some more tractors. All right. So, this is one of my best builds, and the color is just a bit off on it. I will always kind of be grumpy about that because of that. And I used a Steiger green paint, but it just did not. The whole cam was not Steiger green, even though it was labeled Steiger green. So that's disappointing. Here's a tip: if you want to dust your tractors, get a makeup brush, one that's not been used, and you can just lightly go over everything and take the dust right off of them. Won't hurt anything, as long as you're not getting real aggressive with it. And just kind of clean them up nicely. So anyway, this messed up lion means that I have to build another lion for myself someday. Obviously, this isn't real. I mean, it's real, but they obviously never made a green quad track. But I always thought this is right around the era where Steiger was purchased by Case IH. And I just always thought it would be kind of cool if they ever did make a green lion. So I decaled this up as a lion. Of course, painted it green, Steiger green. I think it's cool. You will have to ask how I have this going on 2 screens later. Indeed. I'll tell you. Bo was first again. More tractors. Woo! Can never have enough, right? How's things? Did you guys get a bunch of rain up there in 9460R? We got creamed today with rain. It was ridiculous. Flash flood watches everywhere. Everything's flooded right now. What tips do you have? I'm going to make a 1/64 scale landscaping company. What tip of Dodge should I get? Type of Dodge, I assume? Greenlight has some awesome Dodges. That's what I would go with. I would go with some Greenlight Dodges. You can custom paint those whatever color you want, probably. Get some decals for your landscaping company. You're going to want one of those enclosed trailers. Greenlight has those as well. And then obviously you're going to want some flatbed trailers with some equipment on it. I would say get you one of those little mini excavators. It seems like most landscaping companies have those. Yeah, I don't know. That would be a cool display, though. I hope we get to see that in the future, because I think a landscaping company display would be pretty cool. I would really like to see that. I think that's neat. You could beautify the tractor with some makeup. Maybe some eyeliner. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not familiar with makeup names too much, to be honest with you, but 164 scale pre-runner. Okay. A Moffat for the sod. Yeah. Bought a Case Vac 14. That's awesome, Nathan. Holy crap, that's cool. I mean, you have a pretty solid budget there. You can do a lot of cool stuff for $1,200. I mean, that's, kind of sky's the limit for that, for sure. All right, so let's get some more tractors down here. This Steiger shelf's gonna fill up real fast. So here's the Lion, another scratch build. This one I did. This isn't completely scratch built. It's got a frame from a Scale Models tractor. Everything else is scratch built though. Because basically, to make it accurate, you've got to rebuild your rear end, your fenders, your side fenders, etc., etc. Of course, I tripled it up because I love triples on a tractor. These are 20.8 38s, I believe. Just looking at them, and I believe there are 20.8 are 38s. Anyway, here's another kind of fantasy tractor. That's a row crop painted up Steiger green, so he's going to look good right there. 164 scale Massey 135. I don't know, good question. Have you checked Matson's miniatures? He may have one. I don't think he does, but he might. You never know. He's got a ton of stuff. If you don't see it on his website, shoot him an email, because he has quite a few things that are not on his website. For sure, Bo could whip you up some sheds and stuff for your landscape company. That'd look cool. Which tractor, Scott? Because pretty much none of those are for sale. Not saying I won't build you another, but definitely none of those are going anywhere. What's up, Evan? How's it going today? What did I see? I was gonna shoot you. I don't know. You did something the other day. I thought it was super cool. I saw a picture of it. I was gonna talk to you about, but pretty much if it's 5 minutes ago, I've probably forgotten it, because that's just the way my mind is right now. Yeah, like I said, Caden, check out Matson. You just never know. He has some oddball stuff. He has some stuff that nobody else has. Jason Shireman is my name on Facebook. Hit me up as a friend request there. Shoot me some pictures. Oh, the Lion with triples. Yeah, that's definitely not for sale. No way. That's the best line I've ever done, for sure. And they can just bury me with that. A big HUD nearby. I don't think so. That's it, Evan. It was a Steiger semi. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen. Seriously. That was cool. That's what I was going to talk to you about. I wasn't for sure what you used as a base for that, because there's, 100% chance I copy you on that. I'll totally give you credit what I do, but that was so cool. Unless you'd want to trade or sell that one. Would I trade a Steiger for a Dodge Charger? So we talking like a 69 Charger? Because probably. I mean, at that point, I'll just build another one if somebody's giving me real Mopars. We could work then. Oh, is there a big bud nearby? There is one about an hour south of here in a town called Jerseyville, Illinois. There is a big bud, and I've got some pictures of it. I'll post them up sometime. I posted them quite a few years ago when I took pictures of it, but the guy that owns it's super cool. Like I just saw it, and it's one of those you see a big bud in Illinois, you slam on your brakes and pull in. And I'm like, well, I'm either going to get shot or this is going to be really awesome. And so I actually go and knock on the guy's shop door, and he was there, and I'm like, hey, so I noticed you have a big bud, and we just started talking. He's like, yeah, just climb up in it if you want. It was pretty much the coolest day ever at that point. I think he would, if it wasn't wet, I seriously think he would have let me take it to the field. Yeah, I tried to find you 164th fams, and I could not find you one day. So I was doing something wrong. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, definitely send me a message. Yeah, Tony, I can't afford that C65 you sent me pictures of, but that needs to be on my display. No question about it. That thing is cool. Can I show a 164 scale Big Bud? I don't think I have any here. They're all in my office. I've done videos on those. If you want to see a video on the entire Big Bud collection that's there, just search back through my channel here because I did that. But I have 0 Big Buds here at home. Oh, okay, I got you. I got you there, Evan. All right. Yeah, I mean, I understand it's got a happy place on your shelf. That thing is so cool. I have touched the Holy Big Bud. I've seen the 747 in person, and then this was a I want to say it was a 450, but I'm not going to swear to it. Might have been a 525, but it was cool. We're in Illinois. It was in Jersey County, CW Farm. Down by Jerseyville. It's on Route 16 east of Jerseyville, about 2 miles or so. And I can't remember 5 minutes ago, but I can remember the exact location I saw Big Bud. How about that? Massey Ferguson 200. That's a cool tractor. Yeah, the 525. Yeah, you did end up with one of those, didn't you, Kyle? Can I show the lion? Of course. Yeah. Yeah. Let's. That's what we're doing here. I saw the 8850 as well. I saw that at Rantoul for Half Century of Progress several years ago. That was cool. I wasn't doing this channel back then. I wish I was because boy, would I had some awesome content from that show. Anyway, so here's the lion. Like I said, it's tripled up, and you know, I going back, I would have put a better grill in here, but you know, I mean, it's been 10 years ago since I built this thing. You know, just moving around to the back side. That's kind of it. It does have a nicely detailed interior and all that stuff. I probably would have done the exhaust a little bit different too, but it's one of those builds where I'm not going to change it now, even though I could definitely improve it if I did. But I'm just going to leave that tractor the way it is. There's no need. I'll just build another one someday. 747 for $70 and 64. That's not bad. That's not bad at all right now. That's probably the going rate. I've seen them between 70 and $100 lately, so it's not too bad. I think is the 747 still in Independence, Iowa? Is that where it's at? They still have it at the museum up there. Ah, the Farmall M with a loader. Okay, nice. Do I wish Steiger would go back to the green ones? That'd be all right by me. Some green quad track action. That'd be cool. So here's the Tiger. You know, this is obviously not. I mean, this is a lot of scratch building going on here with this Tiger. So anyway, because everything. You know, there's nothing from Ertl. Well, I guess you can cannibalize the Steiger Series 4, but the Tiger Series 4, but it's wrong. I've got one here somewhere. Here it is. Yeah. Let's just do a quick comparison. My Tiger, Ertl's Tiger. So Ertl's Tiger has an incorrect cab. It's way too small. This is the correct size of the cab on a Steiger Tiger. This is what Ertl decided to do. And when Ertl showed the prototype of this, we all said, hey, the cab's wrong. And they're like, we'll fix it. Well, of course they didn't, because they're Ertl. Otherwise, it's a decent tractor to start with. the decals do not want to stay on these worth a darn. I don't know what the deal is with that. But that is a problem on every one of these I've ever handled. Obviously, this seam's got to go. There's some pretty big, serious improvement to be done on this back end. Other than that, it's a fairly decent model to start with. I believe it's a little small. But I don't know. I'm not going to question him too much on that. Like I said, we know for sure the cab is wrong. So actually, I'm just going to leave that right by there. That way, every time somebody's in my basement, they can see what it should look like by looking at the one I built. So, not to be cocky, but mine's correct and Ertles is Ertles. So, all right, let's see if we can't get this situated again. 60-foot flex coil air drill and a versatile 600. Nice. That's going to be a serious piece of equipment there, a 60-foot air drill. My favorite one's 16th Tractor, Nathaniel. Probably Massey Ferguson 97 with front wheel assist, I would guess. I have 2 of those in my collection. If not, probably John Deere 8850, which I have 2 of those in my collection as well. Live on your birthday. What's up, Cam? Happy birthday. Hope it's a good one. Yeah, clear coat over them. Yeah, that's a good idea, except for I'd have to tape off those windows. Otherwise, I'd have a big mess there. But yeah, that's a good idea to stick those decals down. All right, hey, 9460. Catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. The boys are enjoying the show. Great. Glad to hear it. Oh, thanks, Evan. I appreciate it. I guess I need to go grab a couple more tractors. I still got 4 more to fit on here. And what I'm gonna do, you can see there's some extra room back here. I'm gonna build another shelf back here, and that way we can have 2 rows of tractors on the shelves. We need 2 rows of tractors on. Check your Instagram. We'll do, Tony. A Bobcat mini excavator. Yeah, it wouldn't be cheap. That's the downside to printing one of those Bobcats. There'd be a lot of parts there. But I don't know. There could be a market for that. I wouldn't. You know. Do I have a tip for your first farm display? Have fun. That's the most important thing. Just make sure you're having fun. I say look at real farms. If you have a farm, look at it. Just try to incorporate elements of that, of real farms into it. Don't get discouraged if you get some of it done and it's not quite looking like you want, because trust me, we've all been there. And don't be afraid to, I don't want to say start over, but don't be afraid to tear something out and redo it if, it doesn't work out. But, remember, it's your farm, and you do it the way you want to do it. And like I said, the most important thing is for you to have fun. So, Premier IH2 plus 2 on eBay. Those are getting a little bit hard to find there. I wouldn't hesitate to jump on one of those. Yeah, twin turbo, lots more on Dogtown coming. I've got some more videos coming on that, hopefully within the next week. I'm going to try to hit it pretty heavy pretty quick here. Once all the shelf situation's done. Can I show you a versatile? I bet I can, Earl. Surely we can come up with a versatile. I say that, now there's not going to be one over here. There isn't. Oh, yeah, there are. Okay, I'm grabbing some versatiles. Hope you don't mind new versatiles, because the old versatiles are still boxed up. Or a lot of them anyway. I love these new 5 and 600 and 610 versatiles. I think they're such cool tractors. Just love the way they look. This one's custom, obviously, so rails, rear hitch, all that sort of thing. So where are the versatiles going to go? Let's put them down here, I guess. Get this one dusted off a little bit. So here's obviously the old paint scheme on that. I had to kind of do one of each just for the heck of it. I like the wheels that came on those from Ertl, actually. Otherwise, I probably would have swapped those out. Bo, can we see Dogtown? Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how time goes here. If not, I'll do a video on it like tomorrow or Monday. Does anybody build a custom red and white wooden shop? I mean, I don't know, Bo? That might be your department there. Nate at Nate's Farm Toys would definitely probably do one for you, or at least sell you a kit. I'm not sure he's building too much right now, to be honest with you. I would get some trackers, but they're way out of my modeling era. I got you. So kind of, sort of, Bo. It just depends on time situation. Let's see. Let's grab a couple more of these versatiles. The thing with Steigers is my list of people who want Steigers from me is pretty long, and I don't build a lot of Steigers. One, because I'm kind of selfish and I kind of like to have the nice Steigers for myself, and two, yeah, they're kind of involved for the most part. So anyway, here's a quad track versatile, and now we're gonna get into this one is actually not decaled yet because I'm not sure. Because this may end up on Dogtown down the road. We'll see. But here is so this is what I would call a first generation Bueller versatile. So it's when New Holland switched over, or when New Holland was bought by Bueller Versatile. So anyway, that may end up on Dogtown. We'll see. How long is the live stream? I don't know. Maybe another hour here. We'll see. I see someone in the background. That'd be my wife. Just saw the authentic 5s are going up in price. I wondered when that was going to happen, because I think it will. Do I have the 1/16 scale Big Bud? Yes, I have 3 of them. I have the 747... and then I have 2 250HNs, the different color schemes on those, paint schemes on those. How did you get the John Deere 8RX early? No. Sometimes you just know the right people and have the right channel, and that's what happens. That's all I mean, there's really no magic to it. Sometimes you get lucky. So the 64 scale 8RX Prestige are delayed a month. So the retail versions of those will be here. Let's see, June, allegedly. I don't know. I assume the 16th scale is the same situation. So. Yeah, I'm subscribed to you. I'm pretty sure of that, Dodge Boy. I'm pretty sure. RC Big Bud 747 would be awesome. You'd almost want to scratch build it because you don't want to use one of those die-cast promotion 747s because they're so expensive now. You wouldn't want to tear into that, probably. "36 inches by 12 inches. That's like the world's biggest shop. Yeah, I mean, Farm Simulator. People seem to watch those videos, so. Special mask and hand accessory. All right, let's see. We gotta get some more Steigers here, guys. All right, so these are a pair of 620 quad tracks. So obviously they were Case IH at one point. They're Steiger green now. I did not do these. My buddy Scott at Terre Haute Customs did this set, actually. So they're pretty cool. I think one has the toolboxes on the front, and then this one has the weights on the front. So you can kind of see there. Anyway, I actually traded one of these off at one time, and somehow it just found its way back home. It's kind of weird how that happens. How big is my toy room? I don't know. You say that, what is it, 15 by 15-ish? No, it's probably more than that. It's like 25 by... Yeah, it's probably like 25 by 25, roughly. So... Yeah, have fun with that one, Bo. All right. So here is a Steiger KP 1400. So this is obviously not. That's that's built. That's a scratch built situation. That's not a tractor you can just go buy. Scale Models did a KP 1400, but it's terrible. Completely out of scale. Just terrible in general. And then here, you might recognize this color. This is the other of the tractors that were the wrong color that came out of that can. And I painted those both at the same time. And then once I realized it was wrong, we threw that can away. But it kind of ruined 2 tractors in the process, so... Oh well. Life happens. Oh, thanks, Thomas. I appreciate that. Ooh, favorite 164 scale John Deere 4-wheel drive? Probably 8850, I would say. Hey, what's up, Everett? How's it going? I'm kind of surprised that there was never a Steiger combine at some point. They were kind of branching out into implements and things like that, but then the company sold. So, I mean, who knows what we would have seen if they would have kept going, but... Oh, I'm doing good, Everett. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate that. Could I make a Steiger for you? Which one? All right, guys. Last green Steiger, anyway. At least for today. Oh nope, that's not true. There's 2 more after this. They're stock though. So let's put that. That's a big 620. That's the anniversary tractor they brought out. What was that, in 2017, I think? Oh, check this out. So speaking of Scale Models Panther KP 1400, I knew I had one, but you can see how small it is, especially the hood. It's just very wrong. Now the rear fenders aren't bad actually. They're not great, but they definitely are closer than the front. And obviously, I put some standy wheels and tires on that. I did that a long time ago. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't 20 years ago at this point. And then last but not least is an Ertl Panther. This is the ST series. So these are getting a little tougher to find, unfortunately. I kind of would like to have a few more of those, but I'll run across some someday. Somebody will be selling a collection or whatever, and they'll have some in it. Do you know if they made a 1466 IH with a front wheel assist? Not in a toy. You'd have to do a custom. But, I mean, yeah, you could definitely get a 1466 with a front wheel assist on it. You should make a Steiger. That would be kind of cool, Dodge Boy. I don't know. That'd be fun. We should have Steiger Saturday, the ins and outs of Steigers with Grandpa Jason. That's not a bad idea, actually. We could do that. You should make a 4440 with no cab. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know if I can scroll up, Pumpkin. Kyle, I don't know. I'm going to try. I don't know if I can, though. Let's see here. Oh, would I consider myself a Steiger connoisseur? I probably. Yeah, probably. All right, what are we gonna switch to now? We're gonna have to move the camera. Oh, I guess I'll show you. So I did start without you guys earlier, so sorry about that. So I started putting some trucks up here, so you can kind of see the DCPs I have. So I guess not all of those are DCP, but most of them are. Well, let's see. Let's get you guys. We'll put you here where the versatiles are, because this versatile shelf, it's not going to fill up too fast, to be honest with you. I'm probably going to start with some Case IH and work down this way on this shelf. So let's move the computer too, so you guys aren't just looking at yourselves, basically. Okay, man, custom. I was not sure. Yeah, like I said, you could definitely do a front wheel assist on them. There were not a lot of front wheel assist ones out there, but they definitely did it. They look cool. I mean, yeah, I could do that for you. I can do that 3500 RAM for you. That's no problem. Nathaniel, Dogtown's coming along. It's a little slow, but it's gonna start moving a little faster now. I had to kind of do some resupply, and I was experimenting with something, and it seems to be it's gonna work out pretty good. So it's moving along. The only truck I would use on my model farm would be a C60. Nothing wrong with that. Bo does build trucks. There is the narrow front IH66 series, and I agree it's kind of the front wheel assist though. I mean that's one of the coolest front wheel assist tractors I think are the IH66 series. They look so cool. Yeah, first gear doesn't steer. DCP does. So DCP makes a little nicer truck, but you're definitely gonna pay for it. By the way, so while I've got you guys here, if anybody has some 379 Pete's that are black, I want black cab, black sleeper, etc., etc. I don't care about the wheels necessarily. I kind of like the chrome accents and accessories, so it's not all black. If anybody has any of these they want to trade, I've got a Kenworth. I would definitely do some trading with, and I don't know if something, come up with something else. I'd trade, but I need 2 black DCPs for Dogtown. So there you go. They look cool, but they have a 4. Yeah, they definitely have a. Yeah, those front wheel assist tractors from the 70s take forever to take a turn on it. Hey, John, I'm doing good. How are you doing? All right, Kyle, sounds good. Like I said, so I've got this Kenworth. I mean, it's a great looking truck. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's super detailed and everything, but it just doesn't quite fit in with what I'm doing on the model farm. So I'd like to trade that at some point. Like I said, I probably got some other stuff too I wouldn't mind. I totally get you there, Bo. All right, let's find some Case IH. What do you think? Let's start with the Authentic series. Okay, Tony, I can do a 389. That's fine. Pumpkin, that Kenworth is black and white. It's a sharp truck. I'll show you a picture of it later. I'll shoot you over a picture. Anyway, so here's the 450 Authentic. I think it's the best. I think it's probably the best Authentic. Maybe the 8410 or 20 or whatever it was that John Deere brought out at the very beginning of the Authentic series. But and then of course we got the 350 Row Track. So that'll go there. I'm not trading like a $60 truck for like $200 worth of custom work. Sorry, just not. Why do I don't know why these quad tracks pigeon toe. I have no idea, but several of them that I've had in my possession do. I've fixed most of them. This one I just never did. I may down the road. I've got several of these in the box still, so. All right. Well, we're in a quad track mood and an authentic mood to boot. Here's the other quad track authentic that Ertl did. This is a great tractor. I think it's really well done. I actually think this was better done than that one, although the other one, the modern one's probably a little more detailed, but this one is more correct, I think. And then here is one before the authentic came out. I built one. And of course they brought the authentic out. But there you go. And I always liked that. I always thought it was nice. That was one of my better builds, I think. All right. A 196 Alice XT. I'm not your guy for that. Probably Tim Holker at AccuStale Farm Toys is your Alice Chalmer guy. I would tell him. Yeah, sure, Kyle. What's up, Larry? Oh, really? That's nice, Parker. The dealers around here, I mean, like they're paying. I mean, not even bother with them anymore because they don't want to deal with you. One time, several years ago, when the S690 came out, the authentic, I bought a ton of them and sold them, and I actually went back to the dealer to buy more to sell, and then they got ticked at me because I was selling more tractors than they were, and they quit. They wouldn't sell me. They wouldn't give me a discount anymore because of it. Because one, the lady that runs the John Deere dealer, well, I can't say what she is on camera, but she's a real piece of work, and I don't get it because it's not like they were giving them to me at cost. So they were still selling tractors, but they were mad because I was selling them so fast, I guess. And so whatever. Like I said, I don't deal with those anymore. Yeah, the remodel is coming along nicely. Like, it's basically, we've just got some cleanup back here to do, basically. But yeah, it's going great. Sent me a link. Okay, Tony, sounds good. Let's see. Let me go back real quick here. Do you know any ways to customize an IH7110 with a loader? Trying to get it off my farm and onto my shelf. Let's see. I would find a loader. Maybe there's plenty of tractors Ertl had with loaders out. I would rob one off of that, repaint it your IH red, and then you can basically drill up into that and run a screw or a rivet up into your bottom. Should be a pretty simple swap actually. Steiger or Challenger? Steiger. I mean, I like Challenger too, though. All right. Oh, Bo, I just realized who you were talking about. I just hit me. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Totally understand. All right, so here is a 480 custom, obviously. Got a little carried away with my rails on this side, but this was quite a while ago when I customized this. Other than that, it's a pretty nice looking tractor, really. I'm reasonably happy with it. It's one of those you keep the way it is. You can look back and see how you've improved over the years. And this was this is a 440. We actually had a 440 quad track for, I don't know, less than a year. And then we traded it and got a 485, and the dealer was wheeling and dealing, and I mean basically traded it even up for a 485, a newer 485. So we were more than happy to do that. The 440 was a construction tractor. And we didn't care for some of the things that came with the construction tractor part of it. So. Yeah, Rockin' H is awesome. Eric and I are buddies. We chat. We when we are at a show together, we definitely hang out and talk for a little bit. It's a lot of fun. Oh, that's you making the phone vibrate, Tony. Yeah, I got him. Just getting into custom tractors. Any tips? I don't know, take your time. Start with maybe a tractor you're not too attached to. Wheel and tire swaps are definitely the way to start. Handrails are pretty cheap and easy. Just get some straight pins. I don't know. I've got several videos on the site, so feel free to check those out, or on the channel here. Feel free to check those out. They'll help you out. That's a long day of trampolining, Everett. That sounds fun, though. That sounds like a great time, actually. Not all of you. Okay. Go on to Chucky's. Get his wheels. Chucky has really good wheels. Adam Sunken is a place I get a lot of wheels from. I mean, Adam's been a buddy of mine forever. Chucky's a great guy, too. Another buddy of mine. I mean, both of those guys are awesome. So, all right, let's grab a couple more big IHs here. When I was younger and kind of first started off, I would have told you guys I was a John Deere guy. And then somehow over the years, I have accumulated a ton of Case IH stuff. So I guess I'm a Case IH guy. There's a 500. I've got one of those on the workbench I'm going to customize. Because I've never done like a high detail 500 before. So it's time. Here's a 620, that's just bone stock. Same way with that 500. Sometimes I just leave them, you gotta leave them stock, huh? Straight pipe, a 64 scale 1066, nice. All right. Let's take a step back a little bit from the new IHs to a 9370. Lightly custom. Wheels, tires, couple rails, lights, 3-point. That 3-point is obviously way too long on that, but that was definitely an early custom. I mean, that was years and years and years ago, so. That's a good question, Tony. I don't think I have any 2+2s here right now. I've got some, but they're... Oh, I lied. I got one. I'll bring it over right now. I want to do a couple more custom 2+2s. I need to get my hands on some first, though, because I'm fresh out. But anyway, here's a 9390. This is a complete rebuild of this rear end. That whole rear end scratch built, as is this side and this side, just to be more accurate. I left the roof off so you can stick a guy in there. And then this hood is also completely scratch built. You can see, and I'll show you. I'll grab my scale models here. You can kind of see the hood, the scratch built hood is just a little wider than the scale models hood. It's just a little more accurate. So it obviously takes a bit of work to scratch build all that, but I think it's worth it in the long run. I mean, if you look at these two side by side, the one I scratch built looks way better. Not bragging on myself, but it looks far better than that scale models one. So here's the 2+2. We'll call this lightly custom, so duals and an antenna. That's pretty much all I did to it. But, oh, dual fell off too. There we go. Anyway, I want to do a high detail one of these down the road. I think it's a tractor deserving of that for sure. The 7810, we have a 7810. Well, we had a 7810. That tractor's awesome. What do you use for cab glass? I use the packaging that tractors come in. The clear plastic. Just cut that up and use it. The intermittent buzzing is me getting text messages, likely from you guys. Montana, that's some big farm. Do a 93 Dodge D350 build. I don't know, Everett. I'll have to check. Yeah, I've done several of those, Evan. They work pretty good. I like their two-wheel drive steerable front ends. I think they're pretty cool, actually. But yeah, they're you'll have no problem putting those together. I mean, they're pretty straightforward. Especially if it's the new 8000 or 20 or 30 or R series front ends. They're super cool. They're really detailed. They did. Brian Weir made those, and then Dave cast those, and man, those two they knocked those out of the park. They're great. Cut your finger with your hobby knife. Happens to the best of us. I got scars from cuts I've done. Packing with a 7810. Yeah, those 7810s they're just good tractors. That's just what it boils down to. We had ours forever. We ran ours on our grain cart. We had a little Kinsey grain cart, and we had a J&M grain cart at first, and we ran that 7810 on it, and then we had it on a Kinsey 840, I believe, and it was just a little bit too much. But we farm in the bottoms, so it was kind of, whatever, it worked. But I think if you were up in the hills, you would not have wanted that combination. Here's the authentic they brought out a few years ago. These are nice. I mean, this is a nice tractor for sure. And then here's a little custom IH four-wheel drive. Old school. Did a black stripe on it. So, I don't know. I just think that looks cool. I'm getting down here close to the versatiles, so I gotta start double stacking for now. Mm-hmm. 4840. Those 4840s are still out there, and they're not terribly expensive right now. So, just FYI, if you're looking for one, now's the time. Oh man, knocked a rail off. Oh no. I don't know which tractor. I just bumped a rail off. It wasn't this one. So this was the first of like the new series of STX four-wheel drives that Ertl came out with. So of course I had to customize one of those. That's been years ago now. And I've got several. This one, looking back, this one makes no sense whatsoever as a custom. The tire combination, the big saddle tanks. It doesn't make sense, but I kind of still like the way it looks, so I'm not going to tear it apart. I wish I could find more of these saddle tanks. Those are, I don't know who made those initially, but I cannot find those anymore, and I'd like to have more. I may have to draw some and print them. I don't know. Oh, I had that same problem, Evan, with those kits. I had to get some longer pins for them. But yeah, they're really nice kits. You'll love them. They look good. They'll look really good on a 7130. My favorite truck brand, Dodge. I'm a Mopar guy. Even though I drive Chevys. Life is weird. How do I get the tracks off a Case IH 620? Oh boy, how many 4-letter words do you know, Everett? Because you're going to use them all. I mean, it's just the bottom line. So these are pressed on. Now let me just yank those tracks off. So these are pressed on to this, and I mean they are on it. I honestly, there's no good way to do it. If you're gonna pull the tracks on it, I hate to say this, the only way to do it is to take your Dremel. I'm not gonna say it's the only way, but it's the only way I've ever got it to work right. Take your Dremel and you're gonna cut right in the middle here, and just cut through that axle, and you can pull them apart. Then obviously you got to figure out how to repair that axle when you go to put them back together. But those tracks are very difficult to get off. I mean, they are on there. I've considered rigging up a tool on a vise, like if you could weld some prongs to fit in there and then crank your vise open, you might be able to pull those off. But like I said, they are very tough to pull off. Did I see that Chevy wrecked the Tahoe? I did not see that. I kind of like that new the new Chevy Trailblazer thing they got coming out. I think that's kind of a cool little outfit. I guess the Trailblazer is going to be the cheaper version. It's going to be like under 20 grand. If anybody from Chevy's listening and wants to like hook me up with one, I'll do an awesome review on it. Of course, that's not going to happen, but but yeah, I think they're kind of cool anyway. You're 10, you know them all. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's if you're gonna build toys, I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna need to know your 4-letter words. Hope you come back to Quincy so I can buy. Caden, I will for sure. We are definitely coming back to Quincy. There's no question about it. We had so much fun at that show. That was a blast. So yeah, we're gonna be there for sure. There's no way we don't go back there. We actually told them when we left, we want same room and just put us down because we're definitely coming back. Yep, I did, Earl. They're at least a month. Is actually what I heard. I think everybody's saying a month to be optimistic, but it was at least a month. So me too, Bo. I've got to get to Subway. That's just all there is to it. I just hear so much good about that show. Every time I have to bend over and pick a tractor up, my back hurts. So don't get old, kids. Take care of yourselves. Because now I'm 40 and I got to figure out how to get back into like football shape so that I don't hurt all the time. It's going to be hard to do. So the key is to not get yourself ever out of football shape. All right, so here's another custom. This is a 450. Yep, 450. Got some Trelleborgs on there, just some general custom stuff. A lot of like a scratch build rails and stuff like that. So probably not proportionally correct. In fact, that one's one that's ripe for a rebuild. I think that would be cool. And then here we go. Like I said, I kind of went nuts with these Stx tractors. I think what happened was this is a 500. I think what happened was I got a really good deal on those at one point, like super cheap. So I just started customizing them. Got a demo on the 8370RX. Nice. How do you like it, sir? Have you driven it yet? I was trying to hook up a ride in one today, but it was not going to happen, unfortunately, because one of the local dealers has one they're demoing, and but it was so wet there was just no way it was going to happen today. Because I was riding around with a guy from the dealership, so. If Nationals is happening, will you go? I'm definitely not going to set up, but I'm not ruling out going. So, you know. Need something? Okay. Yeah, I'm not ruling out going. The tricky thing with Nationals is it's always at the tail end of harvest, and so you just never know. You have a 164 scale step deck trailer. Or flatbed. I have a flatbed, and it's over on Dogtown right now. Actually, it's got it's my water tank or my Tinder trailer for spraying. I'm 27 and my back hurts. Yeah. I gotta be honest. At 27, I probably still felt like I was about 16 or 17. It was somewhere in my mid 30s when stuff started hurting. I actually remember the day that I messed up my back, and it's hurt ever since that day. Hey, what's up, Carson? How you doing today? And we're still technically on lockdown, Larry. I mean, you can't go to restaurants or anything. I mean, you can drive through or whatever, but you can't go. So, I don't know. It is what it is. I've gotten a lot of toys built since we've been on lockdown, so I'm not complaining, really. Oh, no problem, Kyle. I'll send you whatever dimensions you need. That's no problem at all. And then suddenly I realized I had way more Case IH tractors than I thought I did. And I have all of my 14, 66, 68 series are still boxed up. So this is that new one SpecCast brought out. I did a review on this. That's a good tractor. I wish SpecCast would do like an MX, like a bigger one, like a road track or something. I know they won't because I know Ertl has the rights on that. But I'd love to see a high detail road track from SpecCast. It'd be so cool. Yeah, so this international shelf is getting double road real fast, huh? So here's a 620 anniversary edition. I love that paint scheme. I mean, it's such a cool paint scheme. Here is a light custom, old school Ertl International with a Moore's Farm Toys rake behind it. It had no use for a hay rake, but I just thought it was cool. I had to have one. I bought that, I don't know, 20 years ago probably. You have 3 harvest stores done. Nice. That's some progress for sure. All right. Old internationals, you say? I got a few of those. How about this? How about a gold demonstrator? One of these are just screaming to be customized. But I don't know how I would match that. I don't know about matching that gold paint. It might be worth trying, though. I want to do a high detail gold one. I want to do a high detail white one. The anniversary one or whatever they did. There's one of those green lights. Those turned out all right. I mean, those are nice little tractors for, $5 or whatever they are. By the way, head over to the website. I've still got some green light tractors left. Some cars and trucks, too. ForTheLoveOfTractors.com. Here's a SpecCast International. That's a great tractor. I mean, SpecCast knows how to do it. And then we've got I'm not going to be able to read the model number on this because my glasses are over on the workshop, but big international 4-wheel drive. I think I got one more IH tractor to bring over. Nope, 2 more. So I think this is the one that has probably created the most noise for me. Everybody Everybody seems to love this tractor. So it's technically a Steiger Panther, but it's painted up Case IH red, and obviously you just saw me flip the hood up. The hood opens and all that stuff. That's all scratch built. So that's definitely one of my favorite builds ever. Have I customized any AC tractors? No, not really. I mean, I've done a few, but I'll show you some custom ACs here in just a second because I'm about to unleash some. So we'll show you. So here's a this is my buddy Jeff Norden built this thing. Good looking front wheel assist tractor there. $45.66, yeah. 20th. Okay, there you go. Yeah, okay, Everett. Oh, nice. That's cool. All right, so I guess we'll move the camera down one more shelf, huh? And this will probably be the last shelf of the night, guys, because I gotta unbox some more stuff before I can put any more tractors up here. So, AC, four-wheel drive, that's a, what is that, a 7580. Let's just put him down here close. And then we got a 440. Both of those are from Ertl. Those are nice tractors. Both they did a nice job on both of those. Oh, sure, Bo. Here, let me grab the camera. That guy right there. Boop. Hood opens. And the fans in there, all that sort of thing. So I mean, it's just a nice tractor. Nice, awesome. Thank you for buying. That's awesome. Played SnowRunner. I'm still kind of jealous. I gotta want to play that game. I just don't have time. Absolutely, Everett. I'd be glad to. All right, let's grab some more ACs here. We'll just grab some more Ertl stuff before I get into the good stuff. So here's a D21. I'm actually building a C&D Models D21 right now. Their kit, I think it's going to be awesome. Pretty excited about it, actually. And then here is one I stuck a Moore's Degelman blade on. And I put some lights on the back. So there you go. There's a custom AC. I've got another one of these out at my shop that's a bit more custom than that, actually. All right, here's some, I forgot, I got quite a bit of custom AC stuff, I guess, laying around here. Kind of forgot. Wheels, tires, saddle tanks. This was actually made by Danny Angotti, is who made that. I got that from him a few years ago. Just kind of caught my eye. It was on his table, and he probably strategically put it there knowing I'd buy it. And there you go. Anyway, this is one I did. So it's got the steerable front end off an Authentic. Those are some Darrell Stangler tires. Straight pipe, and then cab glass. I did that cab glass on that tractor. I will never do another one of those on those ACs. That cab glass was so difficult. Oh, strip screws are the worst. What's up, Anything Outdoors? How you doing? Angotti is the best. I agree. Danny is the best in the business. You can't ask for a nicer guy. What's the best way to ship 1/64 scale? Pack it as tight as possible. I mean, if it's custom and it's got mirrors and stuff on it, it's tricky, obviously. What I do a lot of times, like let me grab the camera. Let's take this International, for example. So what I'll do a lot of times is I will cut a piece of cardboard slightly bigger than the tractor, and then I will poke holes here and here, and I will zip tie the tractor down to that. Then that cardboard I will tape to the bottom of my box, and then I will put packing above it. And like that works most of the time. But shipping custom tractors is a tricky business. I have never had a 1/64 scale hay tedder, Sambo. So I don't know. Are there any? There's not very many of those out there, really, are there? But that would be cool. So here, and when I was unpacking it, I knocked the stack off of it. I got to fix it. Here's a C&D Models 440. I just knocked a wheel off of it too. Boy, that tractor just did not survive shipping or bringing it over here. That's actually really nice detail. Hydraulic outlets. I did step grip on the steps. You know, it's got cab glass and all that. It's just a really nice custom. Obviously, I got to fix a wheel and now an exhaust stack, so no big deal. Built it once, I can build it again. Needs dusted though, something terrible. All right. Okay, let's get into the heavy hitter AC customs here. And if you guys saw the Lafayette videos, you've seen these already. So that's from Tim Holker. I mean, come on, that's the coolest thing you've ever seen, right? Look at that thing. This is also from Tim. It's a really, really nice custom. I am glad I don't set up next to Tim at every show, because I would never make monies at shows. Because, he does some awesome work, and I'm going to have to get one of his gleaners one of these days. They're just too cool. And then, so Jeff Norton built this, but it's a Tim Holker kit. the big 8550 Alice Chalmer here. I mean, that's one of the coolest tractors ever, I think. I think I've got to find a place for that on the display somehow. How do I sell my customs? I sell them on my website, fortheloveoftractors.com. Have I seen Model Farm Studios? Yeah, I've seen their videos. All right. So I'm thinking green stuff's going to go over here, maybe. John Deere stuff. I don't know. That might be the thing to do. So that's going to be another day. All right. How about this? Another Roy Lee Baker 8550. This kit was made a long time ago. I put it together, but I mean, he was making those kits. I don't know when. In the 80s, I think. So here's the header off the Authentics Combine, and I'm going to bring the Authentics Combine over here. So here's the 7150 with the Heritage scheme. Authentics. This is such a cool combine. It looks so good in this paint scheme. I mean, I just absolutely in that 8-row head. I mean, come on, that's. I mean, Ertl just killed it with this one. They should be proud of themselves on that one. They did a really nice job. So, all right, so that's all the shelf organizing for tonight. I'll take you guys over to Dogtown real quick before we wrap it up, so you guys can see what's going on over there. But anyway, here's where we're at so far, guys. So anyway, obviously I guess I showed you the trucks earlier. You know, obviously we got a long way to go. I've got a lot more to unpack and all that sort of thing. But it's a start. And it's a pretty good start, I think. Yeah, Bo, we'll figure something out. I can do a combine up for you. All right, so I'm going to take you guys over to Dogtown. And, so just hang on for a ride here for a second. And we'll go do our thing. All right, so you're gonna have to excuse me because it's a mess over here. Like I said, we have a ton of construction going on still here at the house. Obviously, there's a ton of work to be done on Dogtown, so I just did this week, and I think it looks pretty good. Like I'm 90% satisfied with this rock, so I think it turned out pretty good. I'm gonna put some trees up here and all that sort of thing, so it's gonna look different when it's done. I think there's going to be, I don't think I know, there's going to be a little gravel road here. This area, I'm not sure. I mean, it's not big. It's kind of going to be part of the farmyard, so I'm going to figure out something to do there. I've got a few ideas, but we'll cross that bridge when it comes to that. Obviously, there's the barn, and in progress. Still got some work to do, but we've been busy. So, and things are a little bit of a mess over here because I was taking pictures for a guy, and I thought Dogtown needed some Minneapolis tractors. So, I mean, they're obviously not going to be working on the farm, but they're going to be kind of in the farm's collection, if you will. So, all right, I missed a question there, and it was, what kind of paint do you use for John Deere? I use John Deere Green. You can get it from your John Deere dealer, your farm store, Ace Hardware, etc., etc. They all have, something pretty close to John Deere Green. So I bought an Authentics combine like that from Outback Toys, but they got them back in and they changed the price. Yeah, so here's the deal with those authentic combines. They are not plentiful. And yeah, so you're going to have to pony up for them if you want them. I actually have 2 extra if anybody's interested. I don't know, probably sell them for $40 plus shipping, I'm guessing. Because I think I've got 35 in them. So, not trying to get rich off of them, but got to make something for going to the post office and shipping them. So, I think Kyle wanted to see, it's going to be super dark down here. Here's my flatbed, my spray tender trailer. So that'll be on Dogtown, and that's going to make an appearance pretty soon because I'm about to announce what sprayer I'm going to use. So that'll be cool. And other than that, that's kind of what's going on with me anyway. So I am hoping by tomorrow, for those of you still hanging out, to have 3 new products to unveil to you. And they'll be on my website. They're going to be like detailed display products. I think you're going to like them. I like them. I mean, I had to make them for my own, and I'm like, well, if I'm going to make them for myself, I might as well see if I can sell a few too. So, because what you guys buy on the website funds this whole thing. So anyway. So I guess that's gonna have to kind of wrap it up for the night, guys. It's getting a little bit late. I appreciate you hanging out with me on a Saturday night. It's kind of rainy here, so anyway, I hope you're dry wherever you're at. But I think that'll do it. So if anybody's got any last-second questions, fire away. But do I need 4 Authentics? I mean, you can never have too many, Bo. You can never have too many. Would I take trades? Possibly. Depends on what you got. Yeah, Cole does have a trailer kind of like that, actually. It's kind of crazy. So. All right, Everett. Sounds good. Okay, guys. I will catch y'all later, though. Thanks for stopping by. I mean, thanks for hanging out with me while I'm organizing my shelf. We'll do that again once I get more stuff unpacked. Because, I don't know, I had some fun anyway. So, can I sell those Dogtown Ag decals? Absolutely. Maybe I'll throw some of those up on the website tonight or tomorrow. Because, yeah, if you guys are interested in those, absolutely. So, all right, guys. Well, anyway, have yourselves a good one. Hope it's a great day, and hope you have a good weekend, and have yourselves a good day. Happy tractor hunting.